Dude, what's it like being in Megadeth, man?
It's awesome, man. I mean, the current tour that we're doing here in the States, this is probably the best so far. This is the fourth tour now with the band for me, and it's getting better and better. So it's great.
I need to know how this all started, dude. How did you get this job?
So it was just about a year ago. Kiko actually reached out, and he was telling me about his situation that he's maybe needing a replacement. And first, it was supposed to be just a short time thing, and then it turned out that he wants to take some more time off, and eventually, turned out that yeah, he wants to step out, and then yeah, I was happy to then help out the guys and step in.
So how did you know Kiko?
I didn't know him personally. We had some mutual friends in Finland. I'm from Finland, and he lives in Finland. So we knew of each other, but not personally.
He just knew your guitar skills, I guess, because that's a pretty big call to get, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was definitely a surprise.
So what happened after that? Did you get a call from Dave eventually? Did you have to like audition at all?
Yeah, first they asked me to make a few videos, playing a few songs. So I did that fast and then sent it over. And then a few days later, I was already talking with Dave on the phone.
Whew.
It all kind of happened quite fast.
That's what I figured. That's kind of the vibe I got, but I didn't know for sure. Like, did you know any Megadeth songs already, or did you have to like learn super fast? What was the turnaround?
It was pretty fast learning. I mean, of course, I knew the sound of some of the biggest songs, but I never had really played them like through the whole song. Of course, I knew like some riffs here and there and some bits of solos here and there, but never really like played the whole song. So yeah, pretty much had to learn them on the spot and pretty fast.
And you probably wanted to record something that's very hard, right? Something to kind of impress them, I would assume. Like what did you record? What did you show them?
I think the first songs, Kiko actually told me that I should do like a couple classics. I think I did Tornado and Holy Wars, and I think after that I did We'll Be Back, which is maybe
Nice.
like more kind of stuff that I'm, known for playing faster, shreddier stuff.
Yeah, all three of those songs are very fast. The solos are crazy. It's very complicated. So was that like intimidating at all, or were you just like, no, I got this. I was made to do this.
It was kind of both. I mean, because everything happened so fast, and I just kind of put my head into it and just tried to concentrate on doing the best job. I didn't really have much time to stress about it. Um, so yeah, just try to. Of course, you need self-confidence when you're doing that sort of thing, and at the same time, you need to be realistic. If you're learning a song in a day, it probably won't be 100%, perfect. So just doing the best job you can, and that was the attitude.
So what was the time frame in between when you got that call, that email, like, hey, you should learn these songs, and when you actually sent them in?
It was probably a couple days.
Couple days. Were you
Yeah.
just all day practicing over and over again all these songs?
Yeah, pretty much. I think I was traveling when I first got the call. I was still in Finland. We were doing a festival show, and then I got home the next day, and then I probably took a day to send the first video, and then the next day, the next video, and then probably a day or two later, the third video.
Sweet. And then how long was it until you were actually on stage on tour?
So from that point, it was probably another a few weeks until I met the band.
Mhm.
When I was invited to the Wacken open air show when they were in Germany. Marty Friedman was there, and I got to meet everybody and meet the crew, which was really cool. And then it was another few weeks, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Then the US tour started. And it was really until very last minute when it was confirmed. It was maybe like just a week before the US tour started that it was like 100% sure that they're going to need me, and I had a visa in my hand.
Nice. Now, when you did that first show, I'm sure you were very nervous. I'm sure there were a lot of emotions going through you. I want you to be honest. After that first show, did you look at the internet comments and just kind of see what everyone was thinking?
But I did see some comments. Yeah, I tried not to look too much, and
Mm,
it was kind of nice that it was kept kind of as a surprise, or also for the audience until very last minute. I think it was announced on the day of, or maybe the day before, that Kiko can't make it, and I'll be replacing him. Um, and yeah, the first show, I'm definitely gonna remember that probably for the rest of my life in Albuquerque. It was very emotional. I remember I flew in 2 days before the show. We had a production rehearsal the day before with the whole band playing through the whole set list, and went very smooth. All the guys were super welcoming, so I felt very confident, and it was just like enjoying on stage, and it felt like it was very smooth.
yeah. No, it was, dude. That's why I asked you that question because as a fan, obviously Megadeth, that's a big those are big shoes to fill. There've been so many fantastic guitarists in that band for so many years. So as a fan, when you hear, oh, everyone loves Kiko. So everyone's like, oh man, some other guy, what's he gonna be like? You're kind of like, oh, I don't know. But then as soon as those videos were shown, I remember reading the comments and seeing everyone being like, oh my God, this guy is awesome. He's nailing it. This is cool. I'm excited to see him later on this tour. So I'm glad that you read some of that because truly I was one of those people who were just blown away when I first saw you on stage with Megadeth. Like it looked like you've been practicing for years to be in this band, but I guess in a way you have been practicing for years, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I played previously helps, of course, with this stuff. I've played metal my whole life, and know a lot of the vocabulary of the previous players who played in the band, and I'm a big fan of Marty Friedman and love
Yes.
Kiko as well, and so in a sense, I kind of knew what. Even if I didn't know note for note like a lot of their stuff, what they're doing, I knew kind of the vibe that they go for. So that definitely made it easier to pick up the stuff that they're doing. And I'm really trying to pay respect to all the players that came before me.
Right on, dude. Now, I know a lot of musicians say that being on the road, being a part of a band, it's like being a part of a family, like being married basically to a bunch of dudes. So you've only been in the band for a year, but still, that's a lot of shows, a lot of time you've spent with everyone. What's that vibe like? How are you getting along with everyone?
Really great. It definitely has that family vibe. Not just the band, but the whole crew. We have a really tight relationship with our crew. We have about 40 people here on the road working for us, so it's a nice big extended family. We do a lot of stuff outside the stage, of course, as well. And like you said, it's kind of like marriage. You're in the bus together with the guys, and you're backstage together, and we go to the gym together. And just last night we went to the movies, and you know. The important thing is to keep a good vibe between everybody, and help out everybody. If somebody's having an issue, then we address it right away, and we're having these. It's like a big company in a way as well. We have the weekly meetings, and we talk about everything. That's very important as well. Being open about things. If obviously there's always some little issues, and we always try to address those as soon as possible. So I think we're a really nice, professional, but also kind of like friend basis family with a lot of people here on the road with us. So it's really great.
See, now I'm just imagining going to the movie theaters to see the new Deadpool movie or whatever, having a bucket of
That's what it
popcorn, and then looking
is.
over and seeing Megadeth next to me. Do people talk to you guys, or does everyone respect your privacy, or are there anyone during moments like that who are like, oh my God, Megadeth? What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, actually, at the movie theater, nobody bugged us. But at the gym, sometimes somebody sees us, and then yeah, usually people are very respectful, and wait until you're done with the workout, and then maybe ask for a photo. And we're always happy to do that.
Ah, that's fantastic, man. What do you think has been the hardest song that you've learned so far from Megadeth? Has there been any song that you've been like, oh man, this is taking me a little while to nail?
Well, each song kind of has its own challenges in a way. Um, find myself kind of going back to, like even those, the first ones that I learned, Holy Wars and Tornado, I still, between the tours, I go and maybe find a new detail here or there and try to kind of nail it better and better on every tour. But I mean, in terms of guitar playing, probably the Jeff Young stuff is like a little bit further from what I've done before. So some of that is maybe like less in my comfort zone, but still has been fun to learn that stuff. Chris Poland stuff as well. In terms of songs, a lot of the old songs are kind of more complicated in terms of their arrangement, like even like Wake Up Dead or In My Darkest Hour. Now we've been playing Rattlehead and Liar as well. Some of those great older tracks, so that has been a lot of fun. So we're always working on new songs in the jam room where I'm actually sitting right now. This is our jam room here, and Dirk's drums right there. So during the day before the show, we're always getting together and always trying to add new songs to the set list. Usually we add like couple new songs every tour.
That's what I love about Megadeth is there's been so many tours that I've seen different shows in different cities, and usually the set list is a little different. You guys
Yeah.
do like to mix it up a little bit, and I'm glad that you're having fun with that instead of being like, oh, leave me alone, man. This is hard. I have to learn another song. So
Yeah.
that's great, dude.
Yeah, it's great for like connecting musically with everybody. Sometimes we just jam whatever stuff, like just random improvisation stuff, but also we work a lot on the songs together. We do here always the vocal warm-ups before the show and vocal cool downs after the show, and if there's any issue with any song, if somebody's feeling unsure about some part, then we just go through it together in the jam room, and that's really great for everybody to feel confident on stage.
Nice, dude. So where are you right now?
We are in Los Angeles. We actually played Los Angeles a week ago in YouTube Theater, sold out show, really great show, one of the best on the tour. And today we're doing another show here in LA, and then going to, I think we're going to be in Las Vegas tomorrow. I've actually never been in Las Vegas, although I've toured states many times, but never played in Las Vegas. So that's going to be interesting as well.
Have you played here in Salt Lake City before?
Salt Lake City, I've done, yeah, maybe 2012, 2013. We did a couple of longer tours with Wintersun back then. I think we did Salt Lake City as well. But
Do you have any memories at all, or is it maybe just a town that you quickly ran through?
yeah, I can't say any clear memory. Often between the cities, it kind of gets blurry in a way.
Of course.
You see a lot of backstages, you see kind of stages, but often you don't see so much of the town.
A lot of parking lots.
Yeah, a lot of parking lots, and we drive in the bus during the night, and you're sleeping, so you don't really see the way to the town that much. And whenever there's time, whenever there's like a off day, then we try to get out a little bit and see the places. But sometimes there's not that much to see. Sometimes you have to plan the travel routes the way that it's just comfortable drive. So it's not necessarily always the nicest cities where we're staying on the off days, but.
Right.
But this tour is interesting because it's quite a long one. I don't think I've ever done this long tour. It's 9 weeks altogether. We get to go home for a little bit in between, so it's kind of 2 legs, 4 weeks, and then a 1 week break, and then another 4 weeks. So it's a pretty extensive tour all around the U.S.
So, as you said earlier, you were supposed to only step in for a little while, maybe one tour, and now this is tour number 4. So where are you at in the band exactly? Are you still technically just a hired hand for right now, or are you more like getting into that official spot?
No, I'm an official member since I think since last November. Yeah, it was publicized in a kind of mysterious announcement, I guess, that Kiko is like taking an extended leave, but then pretty soon after that he did interviews and explained that yeah, he's not going to be returning to the band. So yeah,
That's That's why I was confused because it was just like I'm taking a leave for a little while, then he's like I'm gonna take it for a little longer, and just the way it kind of read is that I don't think he's coming back, but he's not quite saying that. So it's a little confusing as a fan. But yeah, no, you're the official member. So have they been talking to you at all about new music? Are you gonna be in the studio soon?
Yeah, that's actually the plan. Right now, everybody's gathering their own riff ideas, and then at some point we're gonna put them together and probably record in Nashville. And the plan is to get the next album done next year.
So have you been writing riffs? Do you have stuff
Yeah,
ready to
yeah.
go?
I've got a bunch of stuff. What I do is I just pick up the guitar. I usually improvise and come up with ideas. Then I record it on my phone, just the video. So, and I leave it there maybe for a week or two, so I forget it. I want to forget it, and then when I look back at it, then that maybe inspires me to look at the riff from a different perspective, and maybe I get another idea from that, and then I record it down on my computer, laid out with the click track, and do double tracked guitars, and then save it in the file of a folder of ideas, and what we've been talking about is like that Dave often wants to work like in this riff-based idea that not necessarily that everybody brings full songs, but you bring riffs and then we listen to them together and then we pick things that might go together well, and then that's how the song start to actually form.
I think that's what makes Megadeth stand out to me as a fan is just so many riffs. So many riffs, dude. And it makes me wonder when I listen to a Megadeth record, usually you can tell whose solo it is. Usually it might even say on the album, but I always
Right.
wonder who wrote that riff and who wrote that riff. So
Sure.
I wish there was a way for me to know, but I'm excited to hear when that new music comes out. I wish you could just pull out your guitar and play me some riffs and I'll be like, "Oh, I remember." But I'm just excited, dude, and I'm excited for you. I mean, what a big difference, right? Do you feel like your life has just completely changed?
Yeah, sure. I mean, many ways, but most of all, of course, because traveling now so much, it's been ongoing. 4 weeks tour, 4 weeks home, 4 weeks tour, 4 weeks home, that kind of cycle. So that has been great. I have family at home, so it's also important for me to be able to get home and spend time with them. But I love touring as well. I've always loved touring. And I, for the past few years, I didn't get to do so much touring with my other bands. So I really enjoy being out here.
And I'm assuming touring now is a little more comfortable, right? Maybe like better catering and am I right? Am I hitting
Of
something
course,
here?
of course, that as well. We have, like we talked before, we have a really great crew that takes care of pretty much everything for us here. So it's really comfortable.
What's the best part so far of being in Megadeth, do you think?
Well, I think the shows, of course, being on stage with the guys and seeing the fans, how fanatic the fans are, how wide range of different people you see in the audience, from like young kids, the next generation, all the way up to the grandparents. So probably the fans' reactions are always like the greatest thing that you can have as kind of feedback of what you do. And of course, we do a lot of like meet and greets. We do currently these photo ops where people get to take photos with us. They get take photo with our mascot, Vic Rattlehead, and and we have like individual band member after show meet and greet. So it's always great to also meet the fans face to face and hear their stories and just to see how much the music means for them as well.
Sweet, dude. I love that. Yeah, I'm going to the show on Saturday and I'm going with my dad. It'll be his 27th time seeing Megadeth,
Oh
and
wow,
I
that's
think
cool.
it'll be my 16th time seeing Megadeth. So that's cool that Megadeth's kind of become this family band where you see all sorts of different generations.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's definitely going to be me as well.
that's really great. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the show with your dad.
Absolutely, dude. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm super excited for the show. I've never seen you play with a band before. Neither
Yeah,
has my dad, so it'll be really cool, really special. And hopefully I'll run into you at a gym or a movie theater
yeah,
or
yeah. I hope to
something.
see you there. Cool. Have
Awesome.
fun.
All right. Yep. Enjoy the rest of the tour, my friend. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye bye.